Hi folks. Well, there's a situation taking place in the Middle East again between the nation of Israel and the terrorist organization Hamas. And now a lot of people around the world are getting involved and shaking their finger at Israel saying, there you go, we're getting causing trouble. Well, here's what happened. There's a little bitty strip of land on the Mediterranean bordering Israel and Egypt called the Gaza Strip. Here is a map of the region. The yellow over here is Israel. The green is Egypt. This little green strip over here is the Gaza Strip, where all the activity is taking place. The flotilla, the ships of troublemakers, came from Turkey across the Mediterranean here, to try to circumvent the blockade. The Gaza Strip is predominantly occupied by Palestinians, and recently an organization called Hamas, a terrorist organization, took over the control of that area, resulting in a blockade of the area by the Egyptians and the Israelis, blockading to make sure armaments and weapons and missiles are not delivered into the Gaza Strip to the hands of Hamas. Because what Hamas does with those rockets, and I think they launched something like 7,000 rockets over the past couple of years into Israel, indiscriminately hitting playgrounds, schoolyards, schools, shopping centers. They just indiscriminately shoot them so they could murder, maim, and injure and terrorize civilians in Israel. So now, because they have this blockade, it doesn't mean they're blockading food or medicines and stuff like that. No, that still gets through the blockade if they put into port where it could be inspected, or comes through Egypt or Israel on trucks. I think something like 100 trucks a day of supplies roll into the Gaza Strip every day. Well, now we got these troublemakers, people who come from around the world, like Sea Shepherd Brothers people, same type of people here. We're going to get some ships, I think 6 of them, create a flotilla to break the Israeli blockade. And this flotilla was organized by a group better known as IHH. The real name in English is the Foundation for Human Rights and Humanitarian Relief. Isn't that nice sounding, kids? And this group was founded in the mid-1990s to help the Bosnian Muslims when there was the problem in Bosnia. They have links to Al-Qaeda, a terrorist organization. And on New Year's Eve 1999, on the Canadian border, a wise custom female agent stopped the vehicle and searched it. And you know what she discovered? A bomb. What this man was going to do with this vehicle was take it to LA airport and blow up the joint, and it was nicknamed the Millennium Bomber. Guess who he has ties with? Could you guess? Yeah! The flotilla group that sponsored the flotilla there. IHH, the Foundation for Human Rights and Humanitarian Relief. So now, do you think the Israelis are going to allow this type of a group just to freely sail by their patrol boats and break the blockade? To which I would have to say, really? So now the Israelis commandos, they board these 6 ships. 5 ships, no problem. 1 ship, the terrorist activists on those ships attacked the Israeli paratroopers, or whatever kind of troopers they were, commandos, and they had pipes with them, they had knives, axe handles, and they started beating up on the Israeli commandos, as well as they confiscated 1 or 2 of their pistols and started firing. So the Israelis had to protect themselves, and they fired back, resulting in the death of 10 terrorists on those ships. Well, I should not say terrorists, because some of them were probably activists with good intentions. They were just being exploited by a terrorist organization. And almost within 24 hours or 48 hours, guess where this issue wound up? At the United Nations Security Council. Yeah! Those worthless bums on the East River in New York City, Manhattan, discussed the issue, and they issued a resolution condemning those engaged in the violence. They didn't specifically call out Hamas or Israel. They skirted around it. But here's my situation. 10 people died in this incident. 46 South Korean sailors were murdered by a torpedo launched by the North Koreans. How come that has not made it to the UN? Could you say China? Apparently, North Korea has better allies than Israel has. The United States managed to water down the resolution, but why did they not block it like China's able to block the Security Council from doing or saying anything about North Korea? This regime, the Obama regime, embraces our enemies while alienating our friends. Does this nation have any more of a staunch ally than Israel in the Middle East? Perhaps not the world. And yet we alienate them constantly in this regime. This is what I have to say to our allies around the world, specifically in Asia. You need to be worried about your security and not depend upon the United States while the Obama regime is occupying the White House and then they're Democrats corrupting the Congress. You're on your own, kids. I'm sorry. I'm just facing the reality here with this regime. All right. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.